Hello there, and welcome to another SOS reading. I hope you're doing well out there. All right, let's go ahead and find out what your guided messages are from Spirit when it comes to your current situation here. Okay. Wow, okay. You are making a ripple effect. So there's something going on here where your aura is really magnetizing and attracting things. So even if there may be something going on that's challenging you, give it up to prayer and meditation or affirmation, filling your mind up with belief and doing whatever you got to do to believe and negate negative thinking, negative feelings at this time, because whatever you're doing, it really does create a ripple effect of peace in the world. So there's something about you standing in this authenticity that you have this ability to really have a ripple effect here. And there's nothing sexier than your authentic truth. What is your truth? What is this? Let's get a little bit more about this authentic truth and standing out, right? And I'm not saying standing out because you need the validation or the attention, but standing out because there's something different and unique going on with you energetically here. So I do see that there's something going on that's going to happen here for you that's going to create more stability and confidence with what you are trying to achieve. Hope is the conduit for miracles. Your faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. So there's some type of restructuring, or perhaps you've already gone to this place where you're reorganizing your life, maybe rearranging things, getting things in order. I mean, do whatever you got to do. And the first order is to give all you can to your faith muscles, because your faith muscles is creating a ripple effect, not just for you, but you're also being a conduit for others as well, either now or in the future, because you've overcome something here by simply standing in your authentic truth. I'm just seeing something about you not budging with something here that you've worked so hard to achieve, to get to, or to feel, and you deserve all that you have worked hard for. Now let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Okay, now this one came out upside down. So I'm pretty sure, yes, they're not upside down. Yeah, there is something about you lighting up the world or lighting up the people around you or just feeling lit up. Because finally we are seeing some type of brightness in a dark situation. I am the loving energy of the universe. Now, there may be a feeling of not so connected to this, but you are. Even when you don't feel it or understand it or sense it or even believe it, you are. So there's something that the universe has planned for you, and you just got to follow what lights you up right now. What lights you up? Being at peace, feeling good, helping another, standing in your truth of what I'm seeing is someone who is more than capable of handling whatever life brings to you. And in fact, you're doing such a great job that either people are doing it now or they're going to come to you for some type of comfort, some type of stability. Like you would be what I would say someone's rock, or maybe a few people's rock in their world, because you're doing something where I'm sensing you're conquering something really important. What else? Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. Now, there's something going on with your ability and your gifts being enhanced here. So you're tuning into perceptions, sensitivities that you've got to be aware of. Because, this is about not lessening yourself or seeing yourself, in a place where you have to bend for others. You're not bending anymore. You're standing in some type of strength and truth and continuing to grow and expand here. So let's get a little bit more about this when it comes to the universe helping you. So you might as well say thank you now if you haven't. See, you know what you're here, you know who you really are. And it's all about this, getting past illusions, whether society has done this, our own family, our peers, oneself, just because we do grow and evolve and, our likes and dislikes change, but you know who you really are. So there's something really important about you. Again, I was saying not settling less for what you deserve or what you've worked so hard for, right? And it is about some type of change in perception where we're gravitating to more, at least truth with what we know and our soul is resonating at. And that's what you got to follow here. All right, what else? Create mindful moments throughout the day and reminding yourself that you are love and miracles are natural. So there's, again, this whole thing about you being in line with this loving energy of the universe. You are the hope, or actually, well, you are the conduit for miracles and also the conduit for hope. And I'm seeing something where, right when you don't expect it, that miracle that you need arrives right at time because it's all in divine order and timing here. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. So we've got to cultivate peace, joy, gratitude, and happiness. That is our job. Because when you take care of you, you become that vessel of magic, of enlightenment, of walking a path that you might not even realize, or maybe you do, where you're just walking the path of the highest good. So you're not only benefiting yourself, you're benefiting all those who come in contact with you. What else? The Knight of Air. Events that occur with great speed. So take time carefully, review your options. Now there may be creative solutions here. We do have air sign coming through, someone that embodies intelligent decisiveness, idealistic, and also tireless here. So we have to get our fear or worries or challenges under control, because there's something going on here where you have to act, right? You've got to really respond to a situation here. Now, I do see something too where this whole thing about your authentic truth. Now, this would be the Knight of Air. This is a sense of someone who is, gathered all their knowledge and facts and information, and they're running with this truth here, which makes them unstoppable. And so we're creating speed when it comes to changes. Now, notice what kind of horse the Knight of Air is riding. It's a freaking unicorn. So there's something very mystical and magical about this change here. Again, it's some type of miracle here. What else? So change is in the air for you, for sure. Something is taking off or will take off. Your vibes speak louder than your words. Wow. It's just like standing in this truth, right? You know who you really are, and there's nothing sexier than that. Oh. Pay attention to your vibes, right? This whole thing about that ripple effect and the ability to shift it when you're feeling maybe things are overwhelming. So there's something happening here where we're taking great control of not only our internal world, but now you're seeing, or you have been noticing and seeing changes in your own reality. This is that magic. This is where you harness, leadership abilities here, taking control, utilizing your intentions and focus in the most beneficial way, because now you're really honed in. The only thing that is an obstacle right now, maybe being flooded with feeling overwhelmed or flooded with, unwanted emotions, but maybe we just need to accept those unwanted emotions like fear, right? Or maybe even grief or sad, whatever's going on. And it's okay to honor that and then just let it go. Life is nothing but ebbs and flows anyhow. Okay, what else? But I am getting something where you're getting ready to set sail. So it's like the wind that you need, if you see yourself as a sailboat or something, the wind that you need is going to come and move you along here. So I would say just don't fight what, is changing or what has changed. Oh man, this is so nice. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams. So that may be something here where you are pondering on taking action on things. Well, don't ponder any longer. Figure out how you can execute your ideas. Now, you could also be in this place where you're just, nurturing yourself and others, right? Nurturing the harvest that you've worked so hard for. And I see a period, if you're in it now, great. But if not, there is this period where I see we're just feeling really good. We're comfortable in our own world, in our own skin. We're feeling comfort around us. And there may be this maternal energy too that's offering you a lot of guidance, comfort, so that you can give birth to something here, right? Because it's when you're feeling at peace and with love that we can give birth to ideas, things, or solutions, again, that benefit you and also benefit others here. But it could produce great abundance for you. Taurus is coming through, and also Libra with the Empress here. So conditions couldn't be any more perfect than right now to cultivate faith, hope. Send your prayers out or learn how to pray, right? It's whatever you want to do here. I want to get a little bit more about this Empress too. Because if you've been lacking self-care, or you don't know how to implement self-care, then we've got to utilize that. You've got to do that. That's really important with that Empress showing up here. Look at this. This is coming out with the Empress. It's all about love, right? Nurture. It's all about nurture. That's the secret ingredient right now. So I'm seeing you actually in the position of the magician. And so we're utilizing our time, space, reality, our energy, our frequency, our emotions, our thoughts, and creating and producing the results that we want. And you're more than capable of doing it. Now, I also see something going on too, that if there's something about coming together or having, two opposites coming together, that's absolutely likely here. Because I sense not only Empress, but I sense the Emperor energy coming through as well earlier in the reading, which would be the divine masculine to the divine feminine here. So there may be a partnership here on the horizon or in the works. Now, if you're already involved and you're not seeking something or someone, you're nurturing and taking care of what we have to see things grow and blossom. What else? Now, there may be something too with business or a side business. Whoops. Okay, my cat's in the way. My cat's in the way. I'm trying to shuffle on top of him. But we don't mind. Oh, look at that. Justice. Yes, yes, yes. Libra's coming through with the justice here. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. You know, there's something about integrity here, authenticity, and truth. I mean, look at this. You either know something that came to light or you will, and let this set you free too, because this is about a release and a new beginning all at the same time, and having things come into new terms for you. Now, there also may be contracts here available, and soul contracts as well, because your vibes might be attracting your tribe as well. So let's get a little bit more with the justice and what spirit will give us with this justice card for you. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Yeah, there may be something with, legally here with something with support payments or whatever it is. So I'm seeing favor here if we're standing in truth and authenticity and honesty, right? But most importantly, there's something about you attracting exactly what you need, right? This is on your terms, and this is going to also bring things into more favor for you. So you have an advantage here with the justice. We're getting things right. What else? Now, I would say don't be afraid to also make decisions here, you know, when it comes to things that can help support your joyful presence. Because I see with this justice, we might be shutting out all of those noisy or negative distractions that have been too consuming, or something maybe old and karmic that's repeating, and we're done with it. Oneness is my true nature. Yes, it is. So recognize that, oh, when you start to feel fear, which is normal because we're human beings, and that's okay because we can always shift it and change it into love, right? You've got to be very aware of this. Now, this is how you're harnessing Empress and the Magician energy that I'm getting here. And yeah, even the Emperor, because we're having to be in control. We have to utilize will. It's all about utilizing will right now. And I feel that this is what's surfacing is you're starting to recognize repeating things. And it's not suiting you anymore, is it? Because it's starting to feel real heavy and dense and too foggy. It's not clear. It's not light. We don't feel like we can fly free. And that's how you know. And I do feel you know that there's something right, you know, that you're right about. Okay, what else? I witness the darkness and I call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. So there is a sense of moon energy here where we are in a place where we just have to give into that mystery. We have to give into the darkness. But without that darkness, you wouldn't even be able to see the beautiful stars. Now, would you? So there is something magical happening even in the midst of some type of uncertainty or being uncomfortable, because you are perceiving something here and shifting your perception, because it's guiding you in the right direction here. It's guiding you towards more abundance and more love. So something is definitely happening with you where your reality is changing before your eyes. What else? You got to follow your passion. Now, this may mean that you need to break free from others. You may need to really pay attention to whether or not, you know, we're trying to put a limiting thought on oneself, because I guarantee you that the Black Panther doesn't second guess when they want something. They follow it. So you might be stalking your dreams right now. You might be stalking your passion. You might be trying to figure it out. Follow what lights you up, but most importantly, don't let anything deplete you, because I feel that you felt burned in a situation here, and what you're doing is you've gone through the fire and now you're more wiser, bolder, and more productive than ever. It just may take a little time to get our energy here. But what I like about the Black Panther too is how they move in a stealth-like way here, watching, with instinct as well. Black Panthers, they like to be lurking in the shadows, and you can't really see them because they're black. But then when they do come out, especially during the day, well, wow, wow, wow. Whoa, we see someone that stands out, and that's exactly what I see with you. And it's not on purpose. It's just a divine thing here. Because you've done something under, fire with grace. And this is what you need to honor about yourself, that you have done so much good work with overcoming fear. And I know you're getting sick of it because you're like, wow, did I, it's like whenever you have these repeating things, it's like, man, I really thought I got over that. It's like something happens and maybe we get that feeling again. But something that has been reoccurring has either lost its power or it's losing its power. What else? Queen of Air, objective decision making. Now, this is kind of actually quite fitting because we have the Justice and we have the Knight of Air. So there's a lot about integrity. Now, there may be conversations and communication going on. And I would just say, to the best of your ability, if you get into a conversation or you have to have a conversation, say what you mean what you say, but don't say it mean. Okay. Just have open and honest communication. Now, there is something too that I want you to notice. What you're doing here, you're clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. And this is your power because you know who you really are. You're above something that has already happened. You've already expanded. You're already seeing into the future. And oh my goodness. Okay, there is something here that's about to take off here. You are forming something quite rare and unique. Now, I just can't help but notice the unicorn here and then the unicorn in that glass crystal ball here. Yeah, you're about to break something here, and not in a bad way, but you're breaking something that I feel may have not been broken amongst your peers or perhaps your family or perhaps what maybe people thought you were capable of doing. See the humor. So we got independent, experience, realistic, and witty. Because we need to be very witty in a situation here. So you are in this place of cutting away what doesn't belong to you so that you can, shine bright like a star here. So this is a time where I would say, don't wait, okay? If you've been doing this, then good, but don't wait when it comes to, clearing things up, maybe simplifying things, really looking at what is working in your favor and what's not. Because Spirit is helping you summon power here, because you do have a lot of power and a lot of energy. What else? When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, yes, I will always be guided back to that light, the light, because you are light. This is where you get your, you get recharged, right? You think about like those solar lanterns, right? A solar little lantern or something, right? The sun, the light has to charge it up. And that's what you do too, because the universe is your teacher. Because there is something that's going on that you can't deny and that you're noticing. your perceptions and your sensitivities are changing for a reason, because it's guiding you back to light and love. Okay. What else? Accept your follies and find the teaching in them. Whenever I see the wise fool, the coyote, I see a challenge, because depending where you're at on your journey with this, at first it's like it really feels bad. You feel like, there could even be embarrassment tied with this, shame, guilt, feeling like you made a mistake or humiliated. This is when we really just can't give in any more damns. You've given too much damns about it, and it's like now you're going to have the last laugh. You want to know why? Because there's something that you caught up to or caught on to. Unfair treatment? Well, if you've been unfairly treated, there's something going on with you just accepting those follies, finding the teaching in them, and finding your joy, because that is the karmic justice here. There's something about you coming into this situation here that you divinely created, because you divinely said, no, I'm not going to accept something that is out of integrity, something that has been disloyal, dishonest. Something where, please, I know you may need to just not, ruminate over what you coulda, shoulda, woulda done, because that just puts you in a place of feeling like you're imprisoned in that vicious cycle. Everything is going to work out as long as you stay lighthearted about it, okay? And I know it may take some work, but it's happening for you, not at you. And it may be hard to hear that because it can be very painful. But if you think about this world is full of suffering, right? And suffering and challenges. But yet we are still survivors. We still create a lot of beauty. We still create a lot of good things. But a lot of that happens because of suffering, because of challenges. And now we can find ourselves in a lot more comfort. If you think about our ancient ancestors, they didn't have shelters like we have now. What do they live in? Huts, things that they made from the earth, which was, beautiful and grand. But now we all, most, whatever, wherever you're at, and hopefully you're in a place where you do feel comfortable. And if you're not, just never give up prayer, hope, and peace, and never stop loving, because you will turn your life around. But now we live in this day and age, not like our ancestors do. We actually have a lot more time than our ancestors did, and a lot more comforts in life too. But sometimes I feel that we get so caught up with so many things and so many people. My God, it gets so confusing in this world at times. That's why it's important to listen to what resonates with your soul more than what is being fed into your mind. What else? Your mind, you're going to respond to things, and it will just respond to you when it's right. Okay, so I'm going to take this because this is where I'm seeing the Knight of Air, and the Queen of Air is in action here. Because we're focused. Like, there is this whole thing about you bringing something into reality. You're definitely bringing a dream into reality. And something's happening here where, your outer experiences are a reflection of your internal condition. So this is where we have to really be strong in our own self, regardless of what may be going on around us. Because you are your only company, if you think about it. You've got to learn to love your own company here. That way we can learn to love the company of others. And I'm not saying that you don't, but sometimes when we're headed towards a lot of success and we're headed towards a lot of divine goodness, there will be a lot of these weird obstacles that will just kind of seem like they come out of the woodwork. How you respond, though, is going to be, graceful, because you're becoming more experienced with this Queen of Swords here. You're able to utilize discernment wisely. Now, I would say too, if you have a hard time figuring things out, especially when it comes to people or a situation, you got to look at the facts and you got to look at behaviors. Behaviors, my biggest thing is you can talk all you want to talk. It's what you do that is really important to me. I've lived so many years, decades listening to stories that never came true because it was all talk and nothing came true, no action. What else? Three of air. Take time to heal. We do need to take some time to heal, and you are healing. Now, I do see companionship or a support here too. Make sure you are seeking out people and those that are supporting you. Now, Spirit is asking you to be in a place of learning, and maybe there's an elder or someone, maybe even visiting. I don't know. It sounds kind of a little corny, I guess, but not really. I mean, back in the day, like people used to go visit, the elders in nursing homes or whatever like that, and they have so many great stories. But anyhow, you may have a grandma or grandpa or an elder, or maybe there is someone that that you can look up to, because Spirit is saying just take that time to learn. Hear their stories, hear their heartbreaks because they've gone through them. The need to forgive yourself or others. I can see that too with that justice here. Okay, now I want a little bit more with the Three of Swords. This is that heartbreak card. Let's get more with this and what Spirit wants you to know. Okay. You're going to get some type of healing and fulfillment. This is really good news, actually. So take time. You're encouraged to self-love, prioritize self-love, self-care. If you don't know how, learn. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition. Possibly a new home for some of you. We do have the Ace of Water here. This is the Ace of Cups. This is rejuvenation and fulfillment. Just when we've been depleted, we get something full here. Water sign is coming through. I feel like there's something that wants to come out with that Ace of Water. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, you're able to see what is in store for the future. I do see someone here. So there may be someone that could be of great assistance, especially when it comes to maybe giving you a little break here, change in routine, new fun, new joy, new fulfillment, something new to commit to. And also, I just feel there may be something too going on with possibly too much focus on something or all work and no play. So we may need to make sure that we're checking in with our family, our furry family, people around you, because sometimes we all do it. We can get into a place where we're so tunneled vision because we're really focused on something. But I'm not saying that's what you're doing here, but that could be. What else? See, there's that moon card. I knew that moon card is happening now. There's a lot of psychic information coming towards you. Okay, so you may want to, take intuitive notes. You may need to jot some things down and maybe decipher it later. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes. You got to work on releasing fears that hold you back. And that's going to be, different for everyone, right? For how long it takes, but continue to believe in yourself here. Again, the moon is representing dreams. Your dreams are coming true. And there is things that are going behind the scenes that we just have to give into that mystery here. Pisces is coming through with the moon card. I just want to get one more with this moon. Okay, listen to this. Something's happening here with getting into the right direction. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. So you're just going to have to give into a period where we're not going to be able to figure it all out, but pay attention to little nuances, pay attention to your gut feelings, pay attention to your dreams. Now, most important thing is to make sure, though, that you do not allow self-doubt at all to take root, especially at this time, because you've got a lot of, you know, you got a lot of things going on in the spiritual realm that cannot be explained here, okay? It's just something that you pick up on, that you sense, that you feel. What else? So isn't that a nice thing that you're in the right direction? Lean into the faith of the universe and peace becomes real. Yes, there's going to be experiences, and this is one of those experiences where your faith, your spirituality, a higher power becomes a test here. Test it with peace. And I also see some type of absolute peaceful resolution. So there is a peaceful resolution to your circumstance here. That's fair for all involved. What else? You have all the resources you need. So we may need to embark on a time to be resourceful, to pay attention to how much of our time and our energy is being spent. Now, there may be something with being innovative here as well. So Spirit is saying, don't look beyond your circumstance. You have everything that you need to move forward here. Now, I also feel there may be a new beginning when it comes to a new area of study, whether it's personal, career, or scholarly, and even with your finances too. Okay, what else? Speak less, listen more. Yeah, stay in a state of observation as much as you can. Things will become very clear here. And I kind of see a thing where, yes, we're listening more, we're utilizing empathy because you're, following that Empress energy plus that Moon energy, that Ace of Cups here. Remember, I was saying watching patterns, behaviors here. Now, there may be something too where there may be also you being in a place at the right time to be of a aid for another here when it comes to some type of guidance, being able to nurture something or someone. What else? The presence of love will always cast out fear. And we even have this card of empathy. We got that Ace of Cups. So we're just utilizing and practicing being in our heart more than our mind. Because your love does cast out fear here. And there also may be this natural draw to you that people can't explain. Because you just exude this sense of abundance here. With the Empress and that Ace of Cups, because they're both cards of abundance here. What else? Oh, look at that. Also being unapologetic about what you desire and trust that what you focus on will grow. I mean, this is, wow, the Empress. So there is something here too that I feel could be a karmic pattern. Now, just pay attention because it may be something that it's pushing you to feel not worthy of something. Now, so watch out for that. Or watch out for if you find yourself having to make an excuse for the good things that's coming your way or that you have. Because it's inherently yours. There's something that is very royal and regal that is already inside of you. And this is what you're attracting. Growth, stability, strength. And true healing occurs when you give yourself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers and not judging it, releasing it by feeling it. Because some people don't realize that if you don't want to feel it, then you're just suppressing it and it'll come out later. It may not come out at the time that you want because you'll have to deal with it now or deal with it later. You might as well deal with it now or when it surfaces. That way it's releasing. And even, whatever triggers there are, because this is you being unapologetic, living in your sexy, authentic truth. What else? You're provided for in all ways. Spirit wants you to move forward confidently here. Quit asking how, when, what, where it will show up. You stand your ground as well. You got buffalo spirit, abundance. I get earth sign coming through with this. What else? Yeah, somebody. Okay. I'm just seeing this buffalo looking forward here. It's like we're not putting up with playing a role anymore. We're standing strong in our own integrity and truth. And yeah, you might be dealing with people or have dealt with people that just don't know how or even learn to take a mask off, right? Someone might not be showing their true feelings either. And that's really frustrating. So look at this. We got someone with a mask. Remember what you're picking up on or what you sense too? Or maybe what you know? Yeah, this is it. Hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting here. Let's get a little bit more about this mask and what's important for you to know about this. It's like somebody who puts a smiley face on, but yet they're not really happy. This is a Four of Swords. A time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. And you may need to also wait for perfect timing. Okay, something is just not the right timing, but it will be. You're focusing on health, healing, rejuvenation, and creating more abundance in your life. And putting this to the side. Because it's taken a toll on you. It really has. Now, some of you may need to create a place where you feel that you're on vacation or take a real vacation. What else? Attack, pain, oh my gosh, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. And this is what you're getting because the Knight of Swords is coming in with that help. You got the Empress, you got the Four of Swords here. Now, I feel that you've been mistreated too. And this might help you come to a place of understanding another's shortcomings. You know, when they're attacking you, they're coming from a place of pain, fear, and being attacked themselves, feeling separate from themselves and from spirit. But really, they're asking for help. And so this might help you too with just maybe listening more. Just be present to maybe what someone needs to just say and hear it all out without judging or assuming anything. Because you might be surprised here. There might be clarity. There might be misunderstandings resolved. Okay, what else? Now, if you feel that you've been doing things like that too, this is how Spirit's responding to you because the universe is responding with love here to help you fight what you're feeling attacked by. And now look at this. We got the Strength card. How beautiful. Great inner strength. Release harsh judgments. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that just came out because we're just talking about that. And we even have the Queen of Swords and the Justice, which is about releasing judgments. Also, the Knight of Swords, too. Coming back to forgiveness and compassion here. And Spirit wants you to know that you've done a wonderful job with mastering shadow work here and trying to really balance tolerance, compassion, reaction. So good for you. Leo's coming through with the Strength card. And also, Spirit wants you to look around and feel your accomplishment, recognize your accomplishment, because something bigger is on the horizon for you. And you're gonna like it because it's going to be exactly what you need. It's where you can put all of your focus, your passion, your nurturing abilities too. What else? Ooh, nice, 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 nice. A successful time. See, you're creating success right now. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered, because you do have the Midas touch. Now, the King of Earth is someone who is abundant, professional, practical, responsible. It is a person, but it's also speaking about things really working out in your favor, especially when it comes to resources, money, time, having it all. And not only having it all, but being generous. So there may even be a person, and that could be right now or soon. If they offer you something, take it. This is how God is working through people. But look at you. We are sitting in the position of the king. So we've mastered something too when it comes to being practical, being reliable, learning our extremes in health and love and finances. And I do see a person here, okay? Someone who maybe you're with them or maybe you're manifesting them, someone that's stable, someone that could be promising. I would say they would have a lot of ambition and drive. Okay, what else? And strength. They may even be into fitness. All right, discernment. Yes, you already have this. Now, just remember there's something going on. And you're in that moon energy where it's dark and we don't really know what the hell is happening. Oh no, my phone is ringing. Hang on here. I got to turn that off. All right, I had to stop the recording and turn that off. So this is why my cat was getting curious about that. Sorry about that. So the fact that that was ringing too, I feel that Spirit is trying to give you warning signs and clues not to get too enmeshed with immediate appearances or immediate results, because it's going to throw you off. So somehow we got to get creative and look beyond something immediate, right? This is about discernment too. And there may be a lot going on too. So watch out, because, I'm not trying to make something negative here, but there are just people, whether they realize it or not, that may just be doing something that's wasting your time. Time wasters. Okay, what else? Yeah, make a decision and take appropriate action. Okay, so I feel it's about figuring out how or where to go for some type of sacred space. Also, what you're letting go of, what's negotiable and what's non-negotiable. And, you may need to detach from things or people too when you're making a decision, not in a way where, you're doing something harmful, but in a way where you're doing something fair and right. So let's get a little bit more about the antelope, decisiveness. Make a decision and take appropriate action. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. And I just see that this person is making, or this antelope is making a decision to keep walking a path of love. Things and ideas that support your dreams and not giving up. So yes, I do feel that you've got to detach from something or someone or an outcome here and just follow where the current is going now. Okay, what else? Nope, that is it. All right, now let's find out what is next for you that is a positive that you need to be aware of. What is next for the viewer? The Hermit, spend time in quiet meditation. Okay, that's like realistic, right? What's next? Spending time in meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery, maybe a little mini retreat, a vacation with you or a few friends here. We're all on whatever. I would say if it's a few friends, it would be people that are aligned with learning the depths of life and soul searching with you. But it's not necessarily the thing too that the Hermit also is someone who is a beacon of light. They're fearless of listening to their own inner compass because they're discovering things. And when they discover things that's powerful, it literally does light you up and the world here. So a time of retreat, a time of deep soul searching here, which isn't a bad thing. Now Virgo is coming through with the Hermit. Now I hope that this was helpful for you. Love and light. Take care.